Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Anything we say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. And do not fall for spam in the comment section. Never send money or crypto anywhere. And at the end of this video, check out all of the links below, especially Josh Nichols. Okay? So just check them all out. I'm going to do something different because I already covered what we are about to cover. And what I'm going to do, Josh, I know I usually give the fundamentals. I'm not doing that. I want you to go right into AMC and GME. The floor is totally yours.
All right. Well, hey, we're going to just take sort of a look back on GME and compare it to AMC. It's not going to play out the same, but we're going to just kind of look at it and be entertained to see if AMC played out the way that GME had played out. So let's just take a look into the charts and see what happened back in the day. All right, so obviously we had this takeoff on GME, right? And it went from $37, we're roughly going to say, just monumentally all the way up to $487. I mean, who could believe that move? But just as quickly as it moved up, it gave back in the next 5 days. It gave back pretty much all of that, right? It came all the way back. And so it just got me thinking, you know, I happened to be looking at AMC, and AMC gave back. Let's jump over there. We had a similar event here with AMC, right? So, you know, we had this, you know, talk of a short squeeze. Give me a minute, folks. I'm going to get this chart rocking and rolling, right? Yeah, here we go. Not as quick as maybe Larry would have liked. Okay, here we go.
Come on, the people are waiting.
All right, so yeah, you know, after we had this, you know, sort of this initial bump on AMC and sort of some news began to come, hey, is this going to be the next GME? Yet again, we saw this monumental skyrocket move up, right? Got everybody's attention. But we didn't see it come back down as quickly as we saw GME come down. It, you know, it kind of just came back and up and came back. But here in recent days, this is when Larry and I started talking about it here recently and began to call it out. And one of the things I said on the video, Larry, is that we had a complete and total retracement from back to the very beginning price, right? Mm-hmm. And we talked about how this was a great period of consolidation, and that if we could just break above the 20 to 21 area and close the day, that we could see it really take off to $29, and that is exactly what it did.
Exactly.
But I started to think about, so I'm going to be really honest, and I might aggravate, frustrate, annoy some of the followers, but I sold my AMC, okay?
You paper hand.
Well, you know, I have this problem. I really like to take those profits.
You like money.
I did.
You like making money.
Yeah, and I was looking at that balance in my account, and I thought, man, $29. I like it. But I'm not opposed to jumping back in. I want to see how it plays out the next couple days. But it was when I was when you get out of something,
right,
you're thinking, Man, was that a good call?
Is that a good call?
I want to, if I stayed in it, where might it have gone? And that's,
I'm still in, just for the record.
Well, where might it go is what we're trying to bring to the good people today.
Exactly.
So let's go back. We're gonna go back to GME, and we're gonna run a fib extension on this. Okay, a trend fib-based extension, and I know that you know, we're gonna cover those more on my page, Stock Crypto Bots with Josh. But I'm just going to throw it up here right now, and we're going to look at what price point we got to. Okay, so very simply, after it had fully, this is actually AMC, so I'm jumping the gun. I'm supposed to be over on GME. Okay, bear with me, guys.
So while he's pulling that up, you guys see that AMC did go up. Let me put this on. AMC pretty much 45 today, right? That's crazy. I'm sorry, 45%. I'm stuttering too now. This is my fourth recording today. Y'all forgive me. 45% today. That is just on an absolute tear. And I'm trying to see where it ended up after hours here. AMC. And see where it ended up. Come on, computer. Yeah, it held a little bit. It only dropped 45 cents. So let's look at that. So yeah, it only after hours it only fell 1.5%.
Awesome. Okay. I appreciate you buying me time.
Yep.
Okay, so here we're looking at GME. We're looking at a fib trend extension, and we see that after it had fully retraced back to its original price, it then took off and went all the way to the 0.618. Okay, and it came there, Larry. This is a mathematical percentage point, right? So it's not a price point; it's a mathematical percentage point of 0.618, right? And it came there after it had retraced. It came back. It hit that 2 times. Okay. And, so this was just causing me, and then eventually that trend broke, right?
Right.
And we have that same historic trend on GME that we have on a lot of other stocks, including AMC, right?
You guys remember when I retraced AMC to GME some months back, we went over the same thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, so here, just as a comment on GameStop, this was absolutely an awesome breakout and a great time to buy GME. I mean, it's when those downward ascending resistance lines meet up with these historic support lines that have been established in the past that we get a breakout. We got a breakout, and I'm going to say just for GME, I'm looking at a top of 216. It doesn't mean that it won't come back and hit this 151, but that's sort of what I'm looking at. But let's take this concept and apply it to AMC. So we jump forward to AMC, we run the same fib trend, and we go to the same point of 618, right? And so that gives us a price of $51. And so I know that seems very high, and I'm not saying that's going to hit, but we do see that there is some correlation to the way that AMC has run.
It's just where it was last summer. We were looking for 51 exactly, remember?
Yeah, and and if this operates and performs the way that GME, and I'm going to say that the story with GameStop, the story with AMC is not over, right? So this remains an interesting trade opportunity for me. And
you know what? I don't know if I was on that. Just show them that right quick. I want to make sure I was on that when you went over that. Just show that like 2 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, this is the trend, fib trend extension that I ran on there.
Yep.
The price point that we saw that GME returned to twice was the 0.618 mathematical percentage point.
Right.
If we applied that to AMC, that would put us to the $50 mark.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Now we can look at the camera.
All right.
I wanted to make sure I wasn't sure. I've been down here for 10 hours now at this desk, so go ahead.
Well, that's really it. I just was, for myself, because I had gotten out, I was wanting to see if I could sell myself on getting back in. And if I did, where I saw it possibly going. And so right now, I can just tell you from a charting perspective, I think it's still possible for us to come up and hit this moving average. That's what I'm expecting it will do. Again, we've had a great trade here, so don't get burnt at this point. I'm not getting burnt. I'm out. I've cashed my profits. I'm looking for a place to get back in, so I want you to be careful. But if I were still in, these are the areas I'd be considering to take profit next, around that $32, $34. We called that out on the other Technical Tuesday.
We did.
But I think that it might hit resistance there, and we might then trend all the way back to this fib line, which happens to be coinciding with this other trend line, which is around the same $30 mark.
$30 mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from there, if this continues to perform well and the market continues to perform well, I think there's a realistic move up into this range. Between $40 and $50. So that's a little bit of a longer term view. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it for me.
All right. Listen, we're just going to leave it right there, good people. I know this is a late one. This is probably my fifth video shooting here. It's just been a long day. I'm giving you guys everything I got. Hey, remember to join Josh over there at
Stock Crypto Bots with Josh.
right, and then make sure check out all the links below. Hey, download Weeble, download Moomoo, download Coinbase. Do those first, and then click over to Josh. All right, we'll see you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Peace.